Right, so this listener says, new time writing in, so please keep me anonymous. This is a legitimate scary moment for me. All right then. Do you know what a furry is? Just now, I have been watching a documentary on Channel 4. I'm almost convinced that my uncle is the main dude in this show. It sounds just like him and looks like his body shape. He does not show his face at all during the episode. My girlfriend has been making jokes at me going quiet during the documentary. How am I supposed to ask my uncle, who seems like a very serious person, about this? Do I tell my mum, his sister? What do I do, lads? I'll just leave him to it. Why are you telling him anything? That's his own fucking rat. That's his own fucking problem, isn't it? Yeah, no, yeah. He's got something he's enjoying. If he's serious, that might be his own outlet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why would you
I wonder
need
if it's
to
a
tell
documentary
people?
I've seen some. I saw a documentary not that long ago on furries, and this geezer's just like dressed up as a Spot the dog. Do you know, like a Dalmatian?
Oh yeah.
And he's like the geezer is really serious about it. It's like, people don't understand that it's not all sexual for me.
Well,
sometimes I just want to be a dog.
There's two parts, right? Yeah. There's the conventions of people that actually wanting to be fucking dogs and wolves and cats and things.
Yeah.
And then you got the one that have got like their dicks hanging out, that are just doing it for like anonymous sex, that want to pretend they're an animal, but it's just really about fucking. It's pretty.
I
weird
wasn't
to
prepped
watch.
on this email, Dan. I don't remember seeing this email.
It's pretty weird to watch when you've got like an oversized suit, because the penis doesn't match the size of the suit. So it's quite odd. And it's not attractive either, because you can't really see the woman's parts because she's in a fucking suit. So it's like, what are you watching here?
So you've been watching furry porn,
mate? I go down every avenue of porn I can get my hands on. It doesn't matter.
He's like one of these kids with erectile dysfunction. He's like, run out of things that can get me up.
No. There isn't enough fucked up shit, Jim, for it to knock it out yet. One day I'll find it and I'll let the podcast know what it was. But until then, it's going strong.
he's like searching limbless people having sex with.
The weirdest thing is, watching a woman in a wheelchair trying to undress sexily. It doesn't work. When she's like holding her legs up to her shoulders because it's like really skinny. It's not attractive.
And you had your dick out going for it then while that was trying.
I've always got my dick out, Jamie. Why do you want the camera is slightly above my waistline right now? I'm in shorts.
He's always
it's like hanging off the fucking sofa. Jim, I know said this to Jimmy in the last episode off the recording, but you sent me a video of one of the main singers from the Insane Clown Posse because his daughter is a furry.
Yes.
Do you remember that video?
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it as a hobby, but yeah, probably don't bring it up in casual conversation. Like, if you're a furry, I respect that, but I'm also not going to apply for a loan from you or take financial advice. But yeah, if your uncle's doing it, like, there's no problem with him doing that. But I mean, it's not like there's nothing lewd around it that makes him weird in any capacity. I don't think.
No.
But,
Can you imagine coming home from work and then he's sit there in his suit at the dinner table? He's like, "You're right, son." You're like, "What?" Just this fucking furry suit with a big hat on.
But he's not actually at the dinner table, Dan. He's next to the dinner table, licking out of a bowl.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Oh, we got a new dog. No, that's your uncle.
No, that's Uncle Jim. That's Uncle Jim. Don't worry about it.
Uncle Jim.
But like, why do you need to tell your family that just like, that to like just out of gossip or to shame him or like what, just leave him to it, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
It sounds more like he's concerned for his well-being, but if he's on a Channel 4 doing a documentary, he's pretty proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're concerned your uncle's going to get rabies because he's gone a little too far with fucking dogs in the park, then yeah, by all means, like, tell someone, get him help. But I mean, if he's getting feline AIDS from fucking around a cat
if he's wrestling foxes at night as they go around the area.
Jesus Christ. I think situations like that, if he's in that deep, I guarantee you that your parents probably already know.
The way I would see it is you've discovered your uncle's kink. Some people into feet, some people into fucking booties, some people into thighs. Like this guy's just into looking like an animal and having sex with people that look like animals. And it might be a bit far, but you've just discovered his kink, and my brother's not going to know my kink. I'm not going to know my brother's kink. Just leave it as it is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure my brothers probably know mine. If they've listened to this, they'll know mine.
Oh yeah, well everyone knows ours, Dan, after our fucking episodes. But
I think if he was single, obviously he's not single, because he said his girlfriend was taking the piss. But I would be like, "Here, Unc, you got a spare suit? I don't mind dipping my toes into this, having a give it a go."
what? Even though you know he's been ball sat naked in that PVC suit of a dog.
Yeah, because your nuts are hanging out, isn't they? They're not in it. They're hanging out of it.
I suppose not.
He did washed it. I can imagine
He'll
people
give
like
you the
that
butt
quite.
plug with a tail.
Yeah. Hey, that's all part of the experience, Jamie. You got to give it a go. Life experience, isn't it? That's what I call that.
I don't know.
I don't think you should. No, I don't think you should say anything. I think if it is him, and you want to personally say to him, "Oh, was that you on the telly?" and he's like, "Yeah," then you know what I mean. Leave it at that. So I don't see that he's not hurting anyone. The documentary was to document and show people what it's like. If people out there that are interested, it's not like he's murdering anyone or anything.
Yeah,
Very
you
true.
can just sit with the knowledge that your uncle's a bit of a nonce.
If anything, I would casually make a joke about it at the dinner table, sit with your mum and be like, "Oh, I saw this documentary last night, and you never guess who I thought this guy was. I thought it was the uncle." And then she'll turn around and be like, "Yeah, it just sounded like." And then mum's like, "Yeah, it is him." Straightest look on her face, and you're like, "What?"
Or she's like, "I need to be excused," and then she goes up the stairs, comes back down dressed as a fucking zebra.
I was in season 1, bitch.
Starts crying into a fish and
Welcome
chips.
to the family.
Welcome to the family. You're a cocker spaniel.
But no, I think everyone should have their own vices and outlets. So
Yeah.
if you must, ask him. But then I'll just leave it at that. It's
Yeah,
his own business. What? You know what I mean?
It's weird, as much as I make fun of people that do that, there's a weird part of me that's like, that's cool that you unabashedly embrace your weird side. I don't have that side, but if I did, I'd probably be too ashamed to act upon it. And so it's, good for them in one way,
sure.
but also I'm going to laugh at them because it's weird.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing, isn't it? Having a bit of a laugh. That's what I mean. If he just wants to go and speak to the uncle about it,
Yeah, I think that's the best advice, Dan, to be fair.
yeah, it's no one else's business. But why are you, choosing that to stick your nose in it? If anything, so no, ask him if he says no, then it's ended. If he says yeah, then be like, what got you started in it? Well, they might have already got into that in the show, so you might already know.
I'm calling the police.
Have a flea collar ready just in case he says yes. You can tie him up.
It's like my wife left me because of the pets at home bill that she saw coming.
All the kibble. Couldn't handle it. I got into the cupboard and ate some chocolate, and the vet bill was too much.
I know what the guy should do. He should dress up as a mailman, show up to his uncle's house, knock on the door, and if his uncle comes running to the door, go.
Those poor mailmen. Yeah, just leave it as it is. I said it's a good blackmail material if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. Join in with your girlfriend taking the piss. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right.